Are you fucking insane?
Let's get into it. Obviously, you know what? We're not going to make it this thing. I was telling these guys before we went live. We're not going to do like last year where we like warm up on some like boil the frog shit. So it's like you just start like vaguely reasonable. We're just going to go straight into it. So let's actually start. I asked everyone if you've got a hot take. I want someone to volunteer to do their hottest take first. So guess what? If you ever need a volunteer, think about this, Maui, to just step forwards and go, "Come on, you bastards! I'll take the whole world." Because that's obviously your man. It's been auditioning for that part for about 2 years, basically. The second whatever, well, I can't remember which event it is. Oh, yes, Pro League told him, like, can you please stand back when Vitality's playing? He's been on this fucking bullshit ever since that second. Him and Pimp, Loki did ruin it for everyone else trying to film events, but it's all good. So, Kassan, what is your, I mean, at this point in time, just opinion, not even hot take. Everything you say is hot take. So, what is your current opinion you would like to present us with? Come on.
Listen, I was thinking about the different ones and thinking of Rob's, Nico, and then those two tie each other.
I love the idea when you're thinking of a hot take, you just like spin one of those wheels like they had on Blast Bounty. It's going past like Falcons, like Nico, Rob's, like Apex. Like I love it. Go on. What have you come up with then? Yeah, of course.
But Nico ruined CS.
Yeah, you said he was going to win the major of all like half ago. Why did he ruin CS himself? Not even give me a wall. Not like bad fan. Not gambling. I know. Come on, hit me with it. I'm ready.
I said I'm cheering for him to win the major.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm so ready to find out how he ruined CS itself.
Listen. The Nico right now, he's not gonna be in any GOAT conversation at all. The only GOAT conversation is if the GOAT would be in Go on another team. Because every single fucking time something went wrong, he went to another team.
Oh,
he doesn't have a major. Yeah. Every time. He doesn't have a major. All this super team bullshit started with him. You know, the CS was built on rivalries, right? Back in the day.
Yeah, true.
Can you remember?
Yeah.
The mouse sports against the Golden Five, the SK, the MIBR, the Danish guys with Sunday.
Fnatic.
And
everyone,
then Fnatic. Yes, remember that. All of that started with rivalries, like with people not calling up each other, you know. Back in the day, Forrest would not call Neo to play with him.
I love it, Maui, because even though I don't know if he follows the NBA, he's backing into like a LeBron, isn't like back in the day.
Exactly.
Jordan. I love it. I love it. He's actually doing the spoon take. Come on, hit me with it. Keep going. Come on.
You know,
Michael Jordan would have called up Karl Malone.
Never called up Larry Bird.
I know,
right?
Yeah, sure.
Never called up Larry Bird or Magic Johnson to play with him. He played against him to see how good he is.
Of course.
And they competed against each other.
Sure.
You know, Getright and Forrest never called up Dio to play with him. There was like rumors and all this stuff, you know, in the NIP era, who was their opponent, was very games.
Yeah.
Just like Getright called Kenny S. Like, hey, you want to team up? Let's team up.
Sure.
When did that start? It started with Nico going from mouse to face. And then Guardians, all these things, called Zera later on, transitioned into the G2, where they brought Monesi, and then now in Falcons, it's always a super team against super team against super team, and then you have multiple super teams right now. That's what trying to be that kind of built, and that all started with him. When you compare all other superstar legendary athletes and compare it to CS, who did it in the past? Nobody, except for LeBron fucking James.
Yeah, sure.
You know? Kobe Bryant didn't do it. They brought him Shaq and they had like whatever team, you know, with Robert Horry.
I mean, put it this way, even when other people did do it in the NBA, it was after LeBron. It was pretty much in response to LeBron as well. Because nowadays they all do it. Yeah, of course.
And Nico did the same and ruined CS, you know. That there is no... I mean, when I say ruined CS, it's not like you cannot play it anymore. But it's like, it kind of fucked up the whole, for me at least, the way I enjoy CS in lately. It's like there is no, like, is there a matchup that you look forward to? Like, that you, like, in the same way that you look forward to back in the day when, you know, NIP was supposed to play Fnatic, or, you know...
Is part of the angle here, when you say, like, look forward to it, do you mean as in, because, like you say with those rivalries, you have, like, the same cause for, like, 4 or 5 years. You want something like that? You don't want it to... Because obviously, like, look, I obviously enjoy, like, Vitality spirit, but, like, to be fair, like, Vitality changed roster. What do you mean by that?
Yes, exactly. Like the course and the identity of the team. You know, the identity of the team that like Australis had. Even though if they changed player, they would be the team that you would look forward to match up against Liquid in 2019. Then what we had, Fnatic and SK and all these like teams meeting each other, NIP with very games early on, and like all these things that happened in the past, we were looking forward, no matter the lineup was. Like now it's just, what am I looking forward to? Super team playing against super team, and it's like nobody winning anything, and then Vitality comes in and just takes a super team of them on their own, and then just wins everything. And it's like I don't see the excitement in that at all. The things that excites me in matter of CS is when Mongols stepped up last year. I enjoyed watching Mongols, and then you had the weaker teams like who was it? Even Mouse Sports with Kerrigan and like when they brought in like Fresh Robs and all these teams that kind of create identity out of nothing. You see Parivision now, like they did spend a lot of money. They played well on the major. They carried it through to the break. Now they won this event. People are excited to watch them, even though there is like probably a big chance they will just fade away in the next 6 months, or like go back to the original level or whatever the fuck that is. But still, people are excited more to watch them than to watch fucking Mouse. So, in a way, Nico ruins CS in that way, because he started off with the super teams and switching teams and all this shit.
I like the take because it's just scalding immediately.
It is the headline. He is right. That's definitely going to be the headline of the video, isn't it?
It's the craziest headline, just that Nico ruined CS.
Personally.
I mean, I actually can't even completely argue with it because I don't see. I mean, I'm sure you guys would have brought them up if there were better examples of a guy that more actively sought out super teams as frequently as Nico did. I mean, obviously, the phase lineup and the inability to make that work led to him then dipping out for G2. But then for G2 not to work, then leaves for Falcons. I mean, I think I guess his roster history is kind of telling in itself. I think it's kind of it's almost kind of hilarious that it seems like one man's inability to win a major is what probably has changed the face of CS more than anything else. Just a funny butterfly effect to even bring up. I mean, I don't know if I would say ruin. Like the pushback is obviously like, did he ruin CS? Not exactly. I mean, I think CS is still incredibly captivating. It's still it's just wildly successful in that it's still, the viewership on it is crazy. I personally still find so much joy watching, even at events where I find. I'll even say this, okay? Like the bounty is an event that it's clearly a warm up. It's not the crowning jewel of the season, even for Glass. They don't see it as that themselves. I mean, so it's pretty easy to say this. So it's just an event that's like a warm up, and we're just kind of seeing what all these teams have. The almost artificial introduction of stakes are just the fact that it's all single elimination. I'm still pretty intrigued by most matchups that happen. Like it's pretty rare that I get to one where I'm like, oh god, I wish I wasn't watching this Counter-Strike today. So I don't know, like Counter-Strike's not ruined. If I were to pin anything to like that ruined CS more, it's probably the death of Academy Leagues probably is still like worse in my eyes, or the death of a North American Pro League. I think these things are still worse to overall Counter-Strike than Nico literally existing.
I would say number one was like the illegal gambling, but together with
okay, sure.
But the actually, never mind. Just go for it.
Yeah, the first thing I would say is this. Like, obviously, the reason why we can't agree with this take is because it's just he ruined Counter-Strike. And Counter-Strike is just a game. Like, but I will say, that is how a hot take works. What you do is, the best hot take starts without any of the context, doesn't it? And when you add in the context, it gets less unreasonable. And it's more at the end just like a really strong take that, like, might have elements that haven't been proven, or you just might agree with slightly. So the reason why I think this is a good hot take is he doesn't obviously mean CS as in the game Counter-Strike. He doesn't mean even like the total ecosystem of Counter-Strike. As you say, things like gambling or fucking match fixing would be way bigger than that, or Valve not updating the anti-cheat, or not making the fucking game better, or publishing better in China and Korea. Like, all these things would make the game Counter-Strike worse or better. But I will say this, if you mean, and I think you did a very good job actually arguing it, so I think Maui had a hard time arguing against it. What he means, Maui, when he says that it's ruined Counter-Strike for him, is, as he said, he basically means narratively. And in that regard, as someone